Donald founded the Land League in 1879. The near 30-year land war for land ownership was realised in Westport in 1914. The leaders, hardened by this war, became active in the final push for independence. Local poet Jerry Lee best describes these small poor holdings in his book Jobs for a Rainy Day as anchored to 14 acres of rushes. Although the land was poor, it was a fertile recruitment ground for Fine Gael, Cumann and the Irish Volunteers. The nationalistic organisations in Westport, such as the Gaelic League, the Christian Brothers and the GDA, were very supportive. The Irish Volunteers in this town were ready to rise in 1916. Although they did not receive their orders, they took a stand a few days later and paid a heavy price with 8 months internment in front of North Wales. Today, President Higgins, you have bestowed a great honour on the town of Westport and on the relations of these great men by your presence here today. I wish to personally thank you on behalf of the extended McBride family, the Doris family, and the 31 Westport 1916 internees family, and all the relations of people associated with the struggle for freedom, for making the journey to the historic town of Westport. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a traditional West of Ireland welcome to the President of Ireland, Michael D. Higgins.
Cordially, really cool. Gael Shias is me a week as a boy, awesome, the 14 Folge, and Danish, and Higgins, Rebba Van Kate, Sardi, Easy and Son of Toy Clashes and Dub. In our era, is privilege being shot. August 3 Slim, Lish, Cold of Mora, Taka, Conan Morish shot with Arena, Egat, August a go home law. August Son Paul in Queen Alter, Agus Haribra Ehe, Chris Ian Lish Common Star for the mark. As Queen in a rich shields in a gobber, could the skirt Archula, a Cory, Raw, Nelly Suda. Dear friends and guests, chief staff, girls, it is always a great pleasure for Sabina and I to visit County Mayo, and particularly this beautiful area of Common. We have connections to this part of the country, as well as a long-standing interest in its history. I have to tell you that one of my most distinguished fellow students and research collaborator on the subject of land agitation in County Mayo in the 19th century is Dr. John Gibbons, whose family I often visited here in Westport. And I'm delighted as I was introduced with the theme of land, because Mayo is famous, if you like, for its sense of agitation, its great public meetings. I remember in 1979, just at the beginning, we were commemorating the land war, a number of speeches all around County Mayo, really with Theo Moody's biography of Calcutta wasn't around, it wasn't available at the time, so Paul Pugh and myself did most of them. But one of the things that's interesting were we should never forget those people in Mayo who went before us, the enormous number of people in Mayo who live across the Atlantic, and how they in their turn did not forget the story of Ireland, because their connection through the Fenian movement and on through the different as we move towards what was delivered to us as a free state, as a free country, is very, very important. And of course, reference was made to those 14 Rushy acres. The fact of the matter is that after very many of the external huge landowners were gone, new native breeds emerged and the tenants still suffered. But the people of Mayo were never slow to stir. And we are here today to celebrate that sense of coming together in public to defend what is principled. So I think that is very, very important. And that was the reason I mentioned John Gibbons, who is now in Manchester doing wonderful work. I'm delighted to have been asked to be back here at Westport on the centenary year. I will really pay tribute to the Westport Historical Society for giving me and so many of you the opportunity of acknowledging the contribution of the people of Mayo to the struggle for Ireland's freedom. And to all of you here, I want to thank you for that very warm welcome that you have given to Sabine and I and those who are travelling with you. Of course, I want to extend a special salute to all those who have travelled from afar. Agus Cosna Cuitacum Lockia Hiana, I met some of them earlier, those who have come from abroad, relatives of the McBride and the Doris families,